All right, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Right here. Welcome back. As always, I am making terrible life choices, and by that I mean it is 1:47 in the morning, and I just finished writing the chapter. Uh, it is 2,100 words. I kind of got a somewhat. Uh, I thought it was going to be brief, but I did get a bout of inspiration at the end. So a chapter that was struggling to reach, I don't know, 1,400, 1,500 words was suddenly extended by about 700 more. Um, And I think it just kind of happens with me when it comes to fight scenes, because fight scenes tend to be something that take up more words than I realize. And so that takes me, that's just is something that I like forget, especially when I go several chapters without writing a fight scene. It doesn't, click with me. Anyways, because I haven't done as much um, on the fly editing, I expect this to be a lot rougher than my last chapter. So this is going to be tough. But let's put it in and see what we get. I am quite happy with this chapter, though. Informal, tell a story. Oh. Aw, 90. Feels bad. What have we got? Or instead of... Nah, because then it's like... It is interesting, though, how are they doing? We'll go through all the correctness things first, because it's simpler. So, light, like... That's not actually necessary. Filling in the details of the city with light, like colors in a sketch. Should I put a comma instead, or is it gonna tell me that I should put a comma? That makes sense. Also, if the music in the background is a bother, let me know. Because I can mute it if you prefer. These videos are almost more for me than anything. Oh, especially the editing videos. I just do this because I think it's kind of fun to show how editing goes for me, and perhaps how other indie developers or indie authors might take a crack at it. Oh, because it's not like I have access to a human editor, and I'm not sure if my heart could take that right now. I kind of need to build up some confidence first before I get to that point. What was I doing? Oh, right. How do I feel about that? In swordsmanship. Fair enough. So... This is fair. I don't mind changing this. Also, Chase Atlantic, kind of a banger. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Fine. Man, I really shouldn't edit at 2 in the morning because I feel like my decision making is just lacking, but whatever. Subtle, like the frustrations and insecurity of being eternally second best. Richter felt in swordsmanship, Richter was the one responsible for creating those chips among competitors, and just that's fine. Oh. Uh. I almost thought it'd be among both competitor and disciples alike, but I guess maybe it's just fine as before, which is interesting to me. That's pretty easy. You just remove it. I mean, it even says remove the phrase. Like it's kind of funny that it actually says like it's supposed to be a premium, but oh, what the, oops. Anyways, gonna pretend that didn't happen. What is this going on? Differences aside. If Control F did not work, I will say that this would not be nearly as pleasant of an experience. That's fair. I'm pretty good on it, to be honest. Not to toot my own horn, but I usually don't make too many than or then mistakes. It's like the first one I've made in quite a while. But I also don't use then that often, or than that often. It's just not a set of words I find myself. So that's not a real word. I only used it 4 times in this whole chapter, which I don't know, that doesn't sound like a lot. Am I crazy? Oh, I have 2 ands because I can't type. Let me just fix this and make sure that there's not more issues with it. Okay. Oops. What else we got? That's fair. Hyphen. Easy mistake. Clarity. Yeah, I don't know why I do it sometimes. I bet there are locals trying the same thing. Well, I'm a little torn on this one. For one, my whole dialogue mantra is kicking in. So it's like, don't touch it. It's dialogue. Don't worry about it. It's dialogue. But, I don't know. I feel like I do lose a little bit of meaning if I take out there are locals trying. Because I don't want it to sound like there's too many locals trying it. I want it to be more like there's only a handful, or like there's not as many. I don't know. I'm a little torn on this one. I'm gonna leave it, because I think it's fine. Whatever. This is, again, not America, but well, it is America, but it's not the Constitution of America. I appreciate you, though. Thank you, Grammarly, for being patriotic. There you go. Pelvises. Oh, I forgot about the classic. Let me look up pelvises. There we go. I also gotta stop leaning so far into my microphone. Yeah, it's fine. Save. I thought about changing the name of my novel to System Era Earth instead of Systema Earth, because I do wonder if potentially the name is putting off people from trying it or looking at it. But I don't know. I also think that what causes people to not read is just because novels don't have a lot of chapters. not that all novels that only have, 30 chapters don't get views. Some get a ton of views, depending on the fanfic or the genre or the subject. But I also believe that some novels simply don't get a lot of attention, and so they get more novels because they can be binged. I am guilty of this as well, but I know how much people have to binge novels in one go. And so having a stockpile is really helpful for that. But also, given that my novel has been sitting in the dust for 2-ish years, I imagine that it's not really doing rounds in whatever algorithm that they have set up. So, Huh? What? Hey? Hello? To the scratch marks, broken paintings, and Am I crazy? Shouldn't there be a comma there? Sometimes I like to use and because of the alliteration. I think and is a very easy word to use for alliteration. And because it's also a very fast word. If that makes sense. I always do that. Leapt is so strange because it's not. Leapt is not past tense, right? I'm pretty sure leapt is like. It's leapt current tense. I want to say it is. But it just in my head, it sounds and looks like past tense. So I just can't get that out of my brain. Anyways, let me. Like leap just doesn't look right to me, but whatever. And then another, and yeah, it's fine. I miss plenty of commas, honestly. That's fine. Change or just remove. Fair enough. They grew. Nope. Grew. Inflection. Worse. Yes, I have to remember that. I have to agree with the singular or the plural or the whatever. What was it? Was? It's what do we got next? I always thought that numbers, when put in as, oh, I have hiccups now. Great. I always thought that numbers, when put as words, were hyphenated, but I guess not, which is interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I kind of like the comma there, but again, I punctuate sometimes based on on how I want it to read and not how it should read. So I gotta kind of get over that. I am curious. So I have a green. I do wonder if what I should change this word to. And I'm curious what else. This is just floating briefly instead of floating for a brief moment. It's a pretty obvious one that I just don't think about sometimes. I don't want to, again, I don't fix every pro mistake. or premium mistake, because um, I'm not as worried about fixing every one of them, at least for now. There will come a time where I do take it more seriously as far as fixing every pro mistake, but if I do that right now, I will publish chapters at a rate of like never. So, loading briefly. And also it does help with understanding more about looked. There's just a comma. I don't know why it's a premium comma though. It's very strange. Or could it be I haven't used very many semicolons, so I have to get my quota up. Oh, it's perfect. Of course it is. Couldn't shake the sense of dread. What am I missing here? Man, I am not sure. Oh. What? Huh? I'll probably change this word at the end. I'm not worried about it right now. But I am, like, what is this? What punctuation am I not understanding? What if I just got rid of it? What if I just did couldn't shake the dread in his heart? And then I say, oh, is it perfect? It's perfect. Of course it is. Yeah. Alright. But it seems... Alright. I only used seams 2 times? That's a new record. I'm a sucker for seams, I'll tell you what. Seams during time. But there were still 2 left. What if I just hit you with a... Bam. Can't beat that, can you? That's what I thought. Alright. That's just probably fine. It's one fake, then that yeah, that's fine. The spheres, putting the difference down to, okay, right side. Alright, there we go. And true to form. True to form, send the sphere hurtling toward Richter. This and true to form. Alright. Talented is my search. True to form. My mouse, by the way, the click is like super bugged. I have to be really true to form. That's fair. I have to click it, like I have to like hold it very specifically, or it will like multi-click, and it makes trying to highlight stuff such a pain. Oh my gosh. Do I just delete that and be like, yeah? I guess I do just delete that and say like, yeah. Yet again, my semicolons are the death of me. Alright. Either sight or sense, you couldn't tell. This is fine, because sense is capitalized because it's a thing that he does. It is interesting though how Grammy doesn't really pick up on what is the name? It's like when you it's not when you start with the same sound, but like with like the same phrase. It has a different name. Oh, I don't know what it's called. Anyways, it doesn't seem to pick up on that stuff, which is interesting to me. I do wonder if I just like that'll do. One thing I actually have an issue with sometimes is making sentences too curt or too to the point, which is where I actually want more words to help lengthen the amount of time it takes to deliver the message. If that makes sense. As much as I try to keep things curt and succinct and to try to cut the fat, sometimes I go overboard, and so this is helpful. Yeah, my mouth is starting to stop. My mouth is stopping. It's not working. It's too late for this. But if I don't do it now, I'll be too busy tomorrow because I have to get some lights up on the house. I've got like a 25-foot ladder. It's going to be so much fun. And if you don't hear from me for a while, then you know what happened. I bit the dust. Equipped. Equipped with the katana. Me when I put two adjectives in a row and don't remember to stupidly. Oh, it drives me nuts, man. Like, I don't know why I have such a habit of saying things like started to or continued to do this or that instead of just using the word with the right tense. And, oh, it hurts my brain why I do these things sometimes. Whipped with katana. I am pretty happy though. About 2,000 words is solid. I've had chapters go as high like 2,600, but I don't want to do that every time. I need to live. Let's see. Though if I get bouts of inspiration, then I'm fine with that. Tanned. Muscular body. I want to get somewhat. Alrighty. Through the change. Can I do a change instead of the change? Or maybe changes, because there's a couple or several. Um, yeah, there it is again, my mouse. It doesn't, oh, it's, alright. Also, when I usually publish these, it's at like 2 in the morning, which is at different times for different people, but like still not a good idea. So I'm gonna try and set a published time, or just publish it when I wake up in the morning. Let's see how that goes. Vibrated beneath the skin. Sometimes I say start it to vibrate just to try and add meaning because I want to show that it like just started, if that makes sense. But I guess there's not a whole lot of extra meaning that I'm losing or even gaining by its inclusion or exclusion. So it just really hurts my head instead. It is possible that I'm losing a lot in it while I'm just kind of going through these mindlessly, but I'll figure it out in the morning. Oh, we've got a bunch of... Got a bunch up here. I do really wonder. I mean, I'll probably never find out, but I do wonder how their grading scale works. Like, this doesn't really tell me anything. I don't know. Like, does it really matter? Like, having an above average, like, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with that. That's fine. One day I'll understand. What if I just... Rad. Tube of skin instead becomes skin tube. What are they doing? Right. That's fine. I'm not too picky with the commas. I don't think I should be. If it says that it's a comma issue, then like, why not? What if I do a semicolon just to screw around? I'm kidding. It worked? Question mark? That's what I thought. That's what I thought, Grimmerly. I'm hoping that is not as important as just saying hoping it. And it fixed the second one too. Look at that. I can type, I swear. Hoping. It's probably just a change the order. I swear. Oh my gosh. This should work. Oh my. I swear I can type. From there we go. Another that does not need to exist. I gotta get that fixed. I don't know why I do that. Genuinely. Wet squelch. Oh yeah. Pretty hot. Alright. Oh, it's so late. 2:18. Oh, what am I doing, man? Oh, I'm wasting away. I actually am. That's fine. Watching or waiting doesn't need to have that. Am I calling for the win? Oh, we're the best. The remains of the residents who lived there? Question mark? Yes, sir. I'm okay with keeping it like that. Some clarity, again, make your own judgment as far as like what you should and shouldn't keep when it comes to some issues. Like correctness is one thing with punctuation, but even then, arguments could be made. Part of it's writing for things that sound good, but at the same time, correct things sound good. So I mean, it's not like it's just tough. But I don't want to give away. I don't want to lose what. I don't want to lose something special to my writing by chance of just hammering home again and again different things. So I'd like to just. I don't want to change everything that I find. Wrote through. Most of it. That is probably like my most misused word. It is my semicolon of words. Most of. Off his back, arms in his left and right hand, respectively. I'll keep that as it is. I don't care about the comma there. I'll keep the gist there. I think it's fine. Again, another that I don't need. Watch me nuts, man. I'm okay with that. Unrelated issue. What do we got up here? I can do returns that I got back. I swear, man. Drives me nuts. 6. Another comma incident. Where am I looking? Where am I? What? 6 levels. It's fine, it's fine. Was I right about this the whole time? I almost kind of want to put back in the because. I kind of like the because.
Stuck in my brain. Letter page does. Check the time, give me a cue, my darling. Yeah, I'll tie up the noose. Then I'll be swinging from the ceiling fan. I'll let my soul loose. Yeah, I wrote this song for you. I bought these drugs for you. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in a loop, stuck in a loop. I wrote this song for you. Put down the drugs for you.
Fantastic. I do wonder because it's not like updating on the. Doesn't update as fast as I would like it to. Alrighty, I'm pretty happy with where it's at now. So let's save, and I think that's gonna be it for the episode. Man, 40 minutes? I've been editing for 40 minutes. You're kidding me, man. Oh, I can't believe that. Oh, how does this take so long every time, man? I can't. It flies by, genuinely. It just flies by. Alright, well, that's that. Uh, if you've found this video and watched it, thanks, I guess. Right now, nobody really does, and that's fine. These videos don't really have a lot to offer other than just watching someone else go through the motions of and the pain of editing. But if you're an indie writer like myself, then maybe you'll find it entertaining or maybe inspiring or encouraging. You should get out there and write your own novel. If you like writing, or you like the idea of writing, or you like reading, do it. Just go out there and do it. My next video will probably be a little bit different. I kind of want to talk about how I approach characters in regards to my novel and writing as a whole. So that one will be a little bit different. Regardless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.